from Mystic Rainbow Tarot, and this is a requested reading about Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello, and this is going to be an update because I have done previous readings about them, so if you'd like to watch any of those if you haven't seen them. And I'd just like to say thank you for stopping by today, and you know, I hope you are all well and happy, and also I appreciate you all, and please do feel free to leave a comment and share, like and subscribe to support this channel. So let's get the cards and see what messages we get now. So Spirit, tell us about Shawn and Camila and how they're doing in their relationship these days. Any messages that we're allowed to know about Shawn and Camila? Are Shawn and Camila still together? How's it all going for them? Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. How are they doing? Shawn and Camila, what's going on between them? Let's put the cards down and find out. Right, I'm just going to pop the cards over there out the way. So let's see what the first card is. And the first card we've got in the reading is the Ace of Trees, and that's lovely with all the colours on this card. So I do like bright cards, so I feel this card relates to Shawn and Camila in the past, and they saw an opportunity to work together again, and that was the last song they did together, which I think was called Senorita, and they feel they have similar career interests, so they feel they have quite a lot in common, and I think they really threw themselves into that song and put everything into it, and of course it meant they were spending a lot of time together. They found their friendship strengthening back then, and so this is all about new beginnings for these two back then, as of course this card was in the past position in the reading. So this is a new connection started up between Camila and Shawn, and as the months went by, feelings between them started growing, and of course it was a good financial venture career wise for them. It brought them a lot of money because they put so much into it. I mean, I must admit it was good, the video I saw of it. I think even the fans could sense a romance growing here. This indicates that they have a solid relationship. Also, it's quite positive because it means they are where they need to be in their romance right now. There is the right amount of give and take and independence between Camila and Shawn. This has been all about a fresh start and some stability for both of them. I think it's Shawn that gives Camila a sense of security, and she brings a breath of fresh air and almost calming feeling to Shawn and makes him feel a lot more relaxed. I do feel there has been a positive shift in the union between them, and they've strengthened their bond, and it's exactly what they need right now. So that's good. So this is the Two of Hearts. Oh, and that's lovely with that romantic feeling embrace there between the two of them. So this card is about harmony in their relationship at the moment. They're having a lot of fun together, and their feelings have deepened for each other lately. they are taking love to the next level. What I mean by this is that they have become very close and feel very much in love with each other. These two are soulmates, and that's why they feel very much at home together on a deeper level. They have been together in a previous life before, and at a soul level they want to get things right this time around. Also, with this Ace of Trees being in the reading as well, I'll hold them both up together. In this reading it means there's a lot of passion between them, and they share a lot of love and appreciation for each other. I feel like they have built up trust in each other over the time they have been together. Also, Shawn kind of feels he rescued Camilla from her previous relationship, which did go wrong towards the end. So I do get that Shawn feels like he cared and looked after her in her time of need when they first got together. But now Camilla is recovered from her past relationship. With Shawn's help and support, she is strong and standing firmly on her own 2 feet, sort of thing. I see Shawn being very romantic in this relationship and attentive to Camilla, and Camilla really appreciates this because she is sensitive, and this means a lot to her. I feel they are quite a playful couple and they have a lot of fun together. Shawn will stick up for her and would be prepared to fight for his Camilla because he always stands up for the people he loves, quite right too, and Shawn always likes to hear Camilla's take on anything and respects her opinion about things. I think when these two are together, they move into their own little fantasy world together, and that's how they enjoy themselves away from the limelight. That's their escape. So let's see what the next card is. The next card is the turnaround. It's another nice colourful card here. Put that there for you to see. So this card shows how much these two have grown as people in this relationship, and they were prepared to give up almost anything to be together this time around, especially Shawn. That's it. So the next card is the Three of Hearts. So I feel with this card they have been having a lot of fun together lately, especially as they have been away from the usual work routines and commitments. This is about Camilla and Shawn focusing on family and friends too. You know, reaching out and being supportive and staying in contact at a time like this, and just generally having good times with others. And they also like sharing any successes with their fans over social media and keeping them in the loop. I also feel they communicate well with each other, and Shawn sees Camilla as beautiful and exotic, and I think Shawn pampers Camilla a lot and shows her a lot of love, and I feel she loves and adores him back. The next card is the Empress. You can see that. This card it indicates that Camilla and Shawn's connection will mature and enter a new phase where they will feel very comfortable with each other, as I feel they are showing genuine care for each other and they are expressing their feelings for each other at the moment and have found balance with their relationship now. I think they talk and laugh in a fun way about their future together. So this card also relates to they will need to nurture this relationship and carry on appreciating each other for their relationship to carry on thriving and working. Also, they must remember to tend to themselves individually and be who they really are and love themselves for who they are. This card does show they are both very creative and they like to sort of sit down and write together, write songs. They like to sing and dance together for fun as well, you know, when they're not on the stage. But they just generally have a good time when they get together. you know, a home or whatever. Shawn does see Camilla as a fun person to be around. Also, this says to me they have a very traditional romance, with Shawn being very romantic, generous, and I think he likes to spoil Camilla a bit with nice gifts and things, and Camilla, I feel, is very compassionate and kind-hearted, and Shawn likes that about her. And Shawn's an incredibly loyal person. He's very honest and wants to take care of Camilla. And the next card is the universe. So I'll just lift that up so you can see it. And that has this lovely flower on it. So I'll hold it there. So this card is a good sign for the relationship, and I feel it relates a lot to Shawn, because it's about fulfillment and having what you desire the most. And Shawn desired and wanted to be with Camilla for a long time before she was interested in anything other than being friends with him. Camilla was under the impression, I feel, that Shawn just had a crush on her, and she felt that that would pass as he got older, but Shawn was determined to prove to her that his feelings were real for her and that they weren't going to pass. And she feels he's done that now. He's proved it to her, and she's given him this chance, and she's glad she did, because it's working out. So at first I think Shawn was more into Camilla than she was to him, but now time has gone by, she really loves him, and she's caught up with him with her feelings, and so they both love each other. And Shawn is kind of sighing with relief that he finally got her this time around. So this indicates that they're on the right track. So I'm just going to get my oracle cards, see if there's any more messages. So any more messages, Spirit, about Shawn and Camilla? Any more messages that we need to know? Messages about Shawn and Camilla. Shawn and Camilla. What else is going on with Shawn and Camilla? Shawn and Camilla. Now Shawn and Camilla. So let's put these down. I'm just going to put this pack over here so it's not in the way. Straighten these up a little bit. So let's see what the first card is that we've got. So the first card is worth waiting for. And there's some nice angels on that one, I think, conveying that message. So this card is a sign for their relationship, and I feel it relates a lot to Shawn, because it's about yeah, it's about the way he feels about Camilla, and he feels that she was worth waiting for. It was worth waiting to see if they could be together, because that's what he's always wanted, and in his eyes it was all worth it. This is a soulmate relationship, as I've mentioned, and it has meant that Shawn has had to have a lot of patience, and he waited quite a while before they could actually be together, because before they got together, Camilla had a boyfriend for a couple of years, and he had to wait, and they were just friends, and he was waiting for her, hoping that she'd be free again. He was wishing her the best if she wasn't, you know. He's not a bad guy, he's a nice guy. I think Shawn knew deep down somewhere that they were destined to come together at some point, and he just played the waiting game. So that's good that he's got a lot of patience, because not everybody would do that. That just shows how much he feels and how much he is invested with his relationship with Camilla. So anyway, the next card is oops, no, that's not it. This is the next card. You deserve love. So, and that's nice, and that's Cupid there with the arrow. So this relates to Shawn and Camilla, and that they deserve love. They deserve to have found this relationship together. This is also about they have the right to be treated with kindness and respect by everybody. This is about they are sharing this unconditional love together at the moment and doing whatever possible to keep their relationship strong. And this card is also about they have the sort of relationship where they have seen each other's flaws and still love each other just the way they are, because that is what unconditional love is. You overlook bad habits or silly things, but you know, it's really their love, and they really feel they deserve it, and they're not happy when they get stick from social media, people saying that it's fake, their relationship or whatever, but they don't care too much as long as they're all right and still together. So let's see what the next card is. Right, so the next card is Love Yourself First. And that's a lovely card, where they're having a nice cuddle. But this relates to Camilla and Shawn deserve love from themselves to themselves. This is about them not criticising themselves and not worrying about anyone else who criticises them, especially the papers and people like that, because at the end of the day they deserve this happiness just like anyone else does, and they've got to find ways to nurture their own self-love as well, not just between each other. You know, it's about doing the things separately that make them individually feel loved and hires their self-esteem as well. So the next card is Very Soon. Firstly, I think they have been taking things slowly, and they are still somewhat on the honeymoon feeling stage of excitement and attraction, and they're taking it at a more baby pace, you know, smaller steps, and that's helping them lay down a kind of more solid foundation, because they already have a good connection, because they want to take their time with how they want things to be in the future. I think that especially applies to Camilla. I think they are deciding on the lifestyle they want to live and weigh up if their needs and wants are the same. But I think Shawn would go along with most things that Camilla wants. I think they want to see each other for who they really are and find out if there is any like skeletons in the closet. This is also about having their own interests and space from each other, which is always good too, but I do think they're good at that, doing that. And then the next card is Trust. So let's hold that up so you can see it. They look so loyal in that card. So I feel like they have been building up trust gradually, but I do feel they have a healthy relationship where they can be open and vulnerable with each other, and that's very important, without the other one sort of throwing it back in the other one's face. Although they're young, they're very mature and sensitive to each other's feelings, which is good. They're kind to each other and understanding, I feel. I think they will go through ups and downs. I mean, they will have arguments. That's normal, like anyone else. I don't think they have serious arguments, because I just don't think they take that sort of thing seriously. They might have a little bicker, but they'll laugh and find a way to come to a compromise, because Shawn is so in love with Camilla. He'd do a lot for her. So I do think it is working out for them, but I do feel they're willing to adapt and change with this relationship, which is good. That's the way you mature. I feel like they are good at listening to each other, and Shawn values Camilla's opinion a lot. She's very good with giving him advice. I think it's good that they know ups and downs are normal, and you know, you can't always be on the same page with everything, but they seem to have a certain amount of flexibility to adapt and change with their romance. So that's really good. So I think these two are doing very well, and their relationship is actually making them very happy. And happiness is everything at the end of the day. I feel it's a kind of light-hearted relationship, and they have a lot of fun together. I mean, they do have deep feelings for each other, but it's very good. They have this sort of jokey energy. It's a good way to be, and they've known each other a long time before, just as friends, before they were in any sort of romance. So they know a lot about each other. You know, they know what makes each other tick, and also they know how not to wind each other up. So that helps them too. And well, I really hope these two last, and they seem to be a really nice couple, so I wish them all the best. Anyway, that's the end of the reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next reading. Bye for now.